What are the chances that bayinza obutayita mu vetting?
Vetting,
there are chances if there are probably loopholes in their maybe
academic papers,
academic qualifications, or maybe they failed to answer the questions correctly, but chances are next to zero.
Exactly.
Because the appointing authority usually is the president, and first, before anything else, you respect the person of the president for having appointed. Although this committee is supposed to ensure
to like confirm now.
To confirm and say that, well, this person, whatever they told you about them is true. They actually studied like this. They have actually been mobilizers in the community. There may be strong NRM supporters. There may be like whatever factors that the president based on. It is them to confirm and say that this is confirmed.
Now, I personally, I was looking,
I think they actually meant to say doctor.
Okay, my point is people there have, people in positions of being ministers have either been, you know, MPs before or served somewhere. You don't just come out of the blue and go, papa, poof, you sit. Mrs. Pamela Isamatachom, minister. That's a very special
you see, it's special, but then again, this is somebody who has been doing groundwork. He's very good with youth and mobilizing people. I think that is something that he's really rates so highly. And then he's involved in politics, much as he's not active in politics, but he's involved in politics. You've seen him in pressure groups, and
Okay, besides me as personally, what I learned from the situation is, no matter where you come from, your dreams are still valid. You can put on an...
So why are you saying, what is the dream?
The validity only comes in when you're consistent, you're loyal.
Exactly.
So you can't just...
We might be here and tomorrow they know becomes the president. And he appoints me.
What? President?
Uganda's #1, that's what you tuned into.
You want our phones?
Yeah, I want your phones now. It's very simple. The definition I have is very simple for you guys. For 100K. And if you guys can go fast, you just have 10 seconds. What is?
These
are you
10
ready?
seconds you give her.
What is photosynthesis?
The process
by which you
by which plants use sunlight, carbon dioxide plus water to form oxygen and sugar.
Oxygen and what?
Sugar. Yes, that is photosynthesis.
Okay, I don't know.
Initially, they don't have
the process by which
so it's the process by which plants
by the way
plus carbon dioxide plus water.
But where you said sugar, you lost me
to
there.
Form.
You really lost me.
He was okay.
No, sugar is there.
I would have given him a 60%.
You guys don't know sucrose.
They know.
Bye.
Time to let you know what's happening around here. Like you,
you guys, I'm right.
You are right, by the way.
Okay, let me tell you what you just did. You watch football. Okay, you know a little bit about football, yeah?
You cannot
do you know
have
someone,
a marking guide
and
you're not seeing sugar there.
There's no sugar.
No
There's
sugar.
no
Sugar is not there in photosynthesis.
Sugar, initially, the plant doesn't have oxygen and sugar.
They know. Touch susa.
Photosynthesis is the process by which plants use sunlight, carbon dioxide plus water to form oxygen and sugar.
What about the green coloring of the plant?
That all comes in the process.
With sugar and oxygen.
Okay, let me remind you guys. When I brought the question, you showed off on me. You made it look like it's a P2 question. You're like,
have you
passed it?
No, he has passed by 60%.
And I've also added you a bonus.
He has passed where he talked about the sunlight and the carbon dioxide.
Plus,
but no, the sugar
plus water.
Guys.
Water is in there.
They know.
But what's the right definition?
Listen, you either pass or you fail.
This is about answering.
You have failed.
This is adult learning.
Learning.
In adult learning, there is no failing. No. If you didn't know that.
Things
yes,
things that are senior one. But the photosynthesis is what? Isn't that like primary school?
Yeah, P2.
You have failed terribly.
Stories from all over the world. Taking it a little bit extra. Mugavira Walk 100.2 Galaxy FM with Pamela Isamat. Mid morning to Kone.
Yes, they're supposed to be simple, as simple as
if I
that.
ask you a P2 question right
Try,
now,
shoot your
you
shot.
will not remember.
Shoot your shot. Pam, you see?
No, I just need to recollect my
You don't-
mind.
you don't even know which
I
question
don't
to
have,
ask me.
I don't have questions off my head immediately, but I have to recollect
We
to
are
be able
live.
to ask you.
On YouTube, this is what's happening around you. You can join in the conversation. Tusindikire ku notu musanvu emunoti biri emunoti biri esobola okubeera message WhatsApp oba n'okuba essimu. Bye. All right, Pam, what's happening? What do we need to know?
Well, of course, what we were talking about earlier, the Parliament's Appointment Committee that is chaired by the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Anita Among, is going to be sitting today to vet ministers. And this is not all the ministers that we know that were reappointed and then appointed as new faces, because the old ones have already been vetted. So they don't need to go for vetting again. So it's the new ones like Dr. Balaam Yarugara and that is the former CDF General Wilson Mbadi.
Oh yeah, the
Yes,
former, yeah.
Yes, former CDF is now State Minister for cooperatives under trade. That is now his position. He was reassigned. People like Fiona Nyamutoro with NRM Youth MP, who is currently now State Minister for Energy. And then we have people like
He also had on
Kenneth
Kenzo's
Omona.
friend.
Pardon?
Kenzo's friend.
Kenzo's
Yeah,
friend.
Kenzo's
Kenzo's
friend.
close friend.
Did you see what was moving
She's
around?
his close friend. Alleged. There are other allegations, but she's his friend.
Bam. Let me read this to you. I know we are
Unless
in news,
she has-
but
unless you
this is
people- these are
irresistible.
just
Yeah? This is something
allegations.
that was on people's statuses over the weekend,
Yeah.
and it read, a musician dumps you for a doctor, and then God blesses you with a minister.
But says who? Who has come out?
You haven't seen the pictures where they are together at a VD.
So because they're together means they're actually together
Have you seen
together.
that picture? Like, look
No,
behind.
because they're together.
So
like,
are they
could be
eating matoke?
They could be friends.
Are they brother and sister?
Yeah.
Beat
There you
Pam.
guys.
Pam.
Henry,
When we have ears on our
there's
heads,
none
it does
of
not.
them has come out to tell Yumbu we are dating.
They actually have.
They have publicly come out to say. What I know is that this chick has never openly come out. I know she has had those social media fights with girls, but she has not come out to say that I am with Kenzo. Has she come out
Did
to
you
say
see
that?
the pregnancy and baby story that was moving around?
I have seen all that.
Pam,
but it's all
Towakana, you're like
allegations.
some of these people that say this is fire. You're like, no, that is not fire. I need to first touch it and it burns me.
As Africans, we are like that.
We are
want to
showing
touch
you
the
pictures.
fire.
We have shown you congratulations
just
messages. You've seen
pictures.
everything. What else do you need to see?
We want them to say it out loud. Yeah?
Chikuyambe.
Tumanye bulungi, we stop speculating.
When they
We
say
stop
it
saying,
out
"Oba, they are
loud,
sisters. Oba, she's just financing his career.
you're not
Oba,
Jonah
she's, you
Vera.
know?
On that day, I will call you and say, my sister, come here. I told you.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's also up for voting.
Yes, and then there's a
Beautiful.
former principal secretary to the president, that
Yes.
is Kenneth Omona, who is also up for betting. Then there's the woman who replaced
Vetting.
Yes, up for vetting.
You
today.
said betting.
I said vetting.
You scared the Jesus
no,
out
no,
of
no,
me.
no. I can't mistake the two.
Okay.
No. Then there's the minister Harriet Nambozo, who also is now the state minister for Karamoja Affairs, who replaced Nandutu Agnes. Yeah. So those are the ministers who are up for vetting. Yeah. So what we also know is right now we know that Balaam, the doctor, is already
Doctor.
at,
That's the way you're saying doctor, eh?
yeah, actually, I
Why
want to
weren't you saying
emphasize,
it
because
before?
you were saying minister, I want to emphasize to you that it is the doctor, not the...
Are you eyeing
I want
something I don't
no,
know?
it has
Ba?
that. By that, I'd forgotten Liliana Barr,
Oh,
also
yeah,
Kitigo
yeah.
Woman
Oh,
MP.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
So
wow.
those are people up for vetting.
What
at
are your
Parliament.
comments about the new appointments? You personally.
My personal appointments, I think they are young. They have a connection with the generation that is currently on. You look at Yamutoro, you look at Kaba, you look at Balaam, you look at well, most of those, the ones that I've actually mentioned. These are people who can actually who understand the generation and can be able to represent them in cabinet, because cabinet is a decision-making organ or executive decision-making organ of the country. So we need people who can bridge the gap. Because we've had people who are at older ages who cannot understand the issues to do with the youth, the issues to do with what's happening currently with the young generation. So if we have that link, then I think it's a good thing. So most of them are Ba, who's well, you know, they are PLU, and Balaam is PLU, and Nyamutoro, you know, but these are people actually intelligent.
Oh yeah.
They are they have been on the ground for quite some time, and they also know they can link the gap between the two.
Well, wow. Galaxy FM. It's not your usual news, it's a discussion. You can also be a part of it. What else do we have happening, Pam?
Well, today court is supposed to well, maybe charge a driver attached to Ministry of Health. He's appearing in court today for stealing a car belonging to the ICT ministry. This is a driver from Ministry of Health. He stole a car belonging to the ICT ministry. What happens is this was one of the cars that was will use Kololo. And police did carry out his investigations that led them to this driver, to Musime Matthias, and Matthias was arrested late last week, and he's supposed to appear in court today. That's according to Luko Wesigiri.
Wow.
In an operation we carried out and arrested Musime Matthias, who is a driver attached to the Ministry of Health, and is said to have stolen that motor vehicle. So the motor vehicle was recovered, and I want to inform you that Matthias is being charged with theft of a motor vehicle. He will be arraigned in courts of law today.
Kale bambi usanga aliwe yamusomera mu ddiiro ne bitatambula bulungi ne bamuvaamu bino ebintu biba bya ddiiro. How can you...
Yeah, but then, yeah, true.
Being of sane mind, can you drive a car that belongs to the government?
I know. Like, how do you even
I think
steal?
somebody told him, Jutwale and me, I would defend you. I'm just saying.
Hey, I'll cover up.
Like how things happen in the movies. Then...
like how things happen with you. Now she's facing charges alone.
You know.
She was charged with several people, but...
Anyway. What else do we have happening?
Yeah. We also have 4 suspects who are arrested for stealing 118 million from Minister MP Segona Medat from his car at a Washing Bay. These suspects were arrested also last week. 75 million has so far been recovered, and Luko Wesigiri, KMP deputy spokesperson, is hailing police officers for ensuring that they manage to get this money, recover 75 million, and also arrest the suspects. They are appearing in court today.
Who leaves such huge sums of money in a car at a Washing Bay?
For him, he says that that money is nothing. He has moved with more money than that. That one is not much money to him.
Honorable Medad Segona parked his motor vehicle at a Washing Bay called Saga Washing Bay in Kakeka zone to be washed. He handed the motor vehicle to one known as Asimwe, and he called in his other friends. What we know, according to him, is that these youths, instead of washing the vehicle, decided to rummage within the car and landed on cash. That is 118 million, which they stole and left the vehicle unwashed. So he would later on come back. He tried to first use civil means until they failed, and he came at our police station in the 15th, where we recorded his statement and started investigations right away. And we managed to arrest suspects, 4 of them. That is Nantongo Annette, a supermarket attendant and a resident of Usega Rubaga. Kivaria John Vianney, 20 years of age, an electrician and a resident of Chinawa.
I'm listening to this and I'm wondering, some people move with 118 million in their cars like it's pocket change. Like how I put a car 50k in the car.
118 million.
And you even drive off without first checking, and you're like, hey, my man.
He didn't even check it. He first reached home. That's when he realized, hey, my money is actually missing. I mean, that would be the first thing you would check for.
It is written in the holy book of the Bible that those that have
will be added,
and those that don't have
will be taken. They'll be taken away from them, or they will not be added.
Exactly. Now you're the one at the Washing Bay. You're in somebody's car. Do you know how much people at the Washing Bay earn?
How much? 5k per car.
Per car, exactly.
Yeah.
So this car comes and you're sporting 118 million.
Like, man,
what do you do?
It is my dreams.
The Washing Bay doesn't have your nangamuntu. They don't know you. Just come to do your chichuba, and they know you stay there.
Yeah.
What do you do, Pamela? Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. No, me, I wouldn't take that money. Hey! To be very Henry, I am being honest.
Why?
Because it's not mine.
It is against the 10 Commandments, eh?
Not
Thou shalt not steal.
Yeah, but
Oh,
no,
wow.
not because of the 10 Commandments. I think it's because of long years of a character, certain character being built in me that, Henry, I'm telling you, there is direct theft and then there is indirect theft. Most people, including you and me, can be involved in indirect theft. Indirect theft. Yeah? But this direct theft
Of tolerating something
Of-
that is not
yeah.
yours, yeah?
It's-
Not
it's-
tolerable from a car in a washing bay.